Okay. Period. Hi guys, Nela Talks, aka Nela Fight, and I hope that you guys are good because I'm good too. So as you guys can see by the title of this video, it is another new segment called Nela Talks. So I have been building up to this moment because I didn't know how to start it and what topic I was going to actually start the segment with, and since it's like more of like real talks, I wanted it to be raw, unfiltered, just talking about things that everybody deals with and not just me personally. And I would like for you guys to engage, like tell me your guys' stories, tell me your guys' experience, tell me your guys' opinions on the topics that we are going to talk about on Nela Talks. So I hope that you guys do enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this beautiful haven of mine, period. And I hope that you guys love this hair. This is the hair that I've been waiting for since like last year. This was supposed to be my festive hair and we are here. Okay. Hi guys, Nela Talks, aka Nela Fight, and I hope that you guys are good because I'm good too. So as you guys can see by the title of the video, this is a new segment called Nela Talks, and I hope that you guys will enjoy this journey with me because it is gonna be raw, it is gonna be unfiltered, it is gonna be authentic, it is gonna be straight to the damn point. It is gonna be about talking about what's in the okay? Not just the ngondo, because wow guys, the society we live in, we bottle so many things up and we find it so hard to be vocal to our family, to our friends, to even ourselves. We end up lying to ourselves, and I hope that you guys will walk with me throughout this journey because I know I'm not the only one going through Alright, so if you are a new subscriber, welcome to my beautiful haven, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, okay? And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you, welcome back, we are in it, period. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and guys, subscribe yo please, I beg, subscribe because our houses. Anyway, I have my paper as usual because I cannot do sit down videos like this where I'm gonna be talking about topics and then I end up rambling because I don't know where I'm gonna start, where I'm gonna end, how it's gonna go. So my piece of paper keeps me on track. You get? Yeah. This is actually my breakfast, guys, because we live in a country where there's limpahla ebizwa a load shedding. Cups of the rose, bitches in my whole phone. Like, I don't understand. How am I South African? Dear God, how am I South African? Like, already we are going through go as human beings. You make it worse, and then you make me South African. Like, no, like, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna be eating this. I think I'm even gonna finish it before we even finish this video. So yeah, guys, as you guys can see yet again by the title of the video, the topic is gonna be on anxiety, imposter syndrome, and tips on how to manage your emotions, how to manage your mental wellness, whether you go through anxiety, whether you go through depression, whether you go through other disorders, of which we'll unpack in the near future. But for now, we are kicking it off with lempahla ebizwa anxiety, because wow, yo, iyasishaya and iyasibulala. And yeah, I honestly don't have words when it just comes to anxiety, but we are gonna unpack it here. All right, let's get into it. Oh, I also have my drink of something. Before we get too deep into it, my anxiety, my anxiety as if it's something beautiful. Anyway, I started having anxiety, I think high school, but I only became aware of it during varsity, if not first year, maybe second year, before lockdown. And anxiety is basically fear, like uksaba. It can range from a low percentage to a very high and severe percentage, where if it's low, you don't really go through anxiety attacks, panic attacks, but you do have fears on certain things, and certain things do trigger you. Ooh, excuse me. And then the severe one is where you experience anxiety attacks, panic attacks. Majority of things in life, or majority of things that have triggers, do actually get to you, and they flare up your anxiety. And 940, besides anxiety attacks, also when it's high, you also most likely to depend on amapilisi, like medication, antidepressants, stuff like that, just to manage your anxiety so that you don't shona. Because like it's possible, guys, ukshona. Like, anxiety attacks are not a joke. Like, they're really not a joke. And when that happens to you, it's like we are shona. And you cannot be alone. Like, you really cannot be alone, because it's like you boxed into your mind and you don't know how to get out. And if you know tips and ways on overcoming anxiety and anxiety attacks in general, then good for you. But when you're in a situation where you're unaware that you have anxiety, it is an issue. So if you have anxiety and it's very high or moderate to high, please do make sure that when you are in that state of fear, be around people that you care about, be around people that care for you, be around people who celebrate you, be around people who are gonna easily support you and not just look at you like, ooh, lomuntu, what's going on, what's newing with you. You understand? Like, you cannot be alone, or else when you have anxiety attacks, it is going to kill you. Not literally, but it's not going to be a nice feeling. So I wouldn't say I'm naturally a fearful person, but I was very scared of a lot of things, and I was triggered by a lot of things. And when I'm triggered by such things in high school, maybe I'd not really run away from it, but I'd distance myself from that situation so that I don't feel the way that I was feeling. And then when I got to varsity, I started understanding mental health and mental wellness, and just understanding also myself a little bit more. And I found out that I have anxiety. It is undiagnosed, but I do know the signs and symptoms, and I've also had anxiety attacks. So yeah, it's honestly something that shocked me, but it's also something that I'm proud of, because if I didn't realize, I don't know where I would be. And when those things happen, I don't know how I deal with them or try and comprehend. So yeah, depression. Anxiety can go hand in hand with depression, and a lot of people do go through depression at some point in their lives, or all of their lives, or later in their life, or early in their life. And with me, I have gone through depression. Honestly, depression is something that I don't want to say that I am, because I think I am in a better space mentally. I don't spend my days always sad, reminiscing, but anxiety I know that I have depression. Also, mine was undiagnosed, but I knew the signs and symptoms. So yeah, it was crazy. And I think also my depression started in high school, and I wasn't really aware of it. I was just going through the shit that I was going through. And varsity, obviously, understanding myself, growing and learning things, I found out that I used to be depressed. And also during my early days in varsity, I went through depression because it's a new chapter, you're in a new place, you're meeting new people, you're also coming out of your shell. Okay, not really a shell, but you're also coming out of that person that you were in high school into the person that I am now as a student, you know. So yeah, I have been depressed, and it was so hectic. And from my mental health issues, I have never taken medication for it, and I don't think it's that severe, or it will get that severe that I have to depend or rely or actually have to get medication, because I think my strength is what pushes me to handle it better, you understand? But I'm not judging those who do go on medications and antidepressants. I'm not judging you guys at all, but I'm just saying that for me personally, mine is moderate, so I don't go through the motions, and then I have to rely on medication. Flip, yo, no, this thing is tight, no. Woo, ngeke young pinya. Whoa, gag. But I hope that you guys do like this hair. Oh my god, like it's giving ish. Like it's giving ish. This is my hair that I was supposed to wear in festive, and then shit happened. So yeah, I only got it this year, and that is why I'm filming with it now. And I hope that you guys do like it. I'm not really wowed by it, but yeah, it's something new. I kind of like it, and if you guys also like it, comment down below. Dankom. Thanks. Counter factors within mental issues. So what I mean by counter factors are other, what can I call it? It's other things that link with what you go through mentally. And with me, since I've gone through depression, and I also am managing my anxiety day by day, counter factors that I've experienced is overthinking. Yeah, overthinking, number one, because let me eat my cake, cause wow. Overthinking, guys. What else? Perfectionism. OCD. Yeah, OCD. I also have, I wouldn't say I suffer from these things, but I have OCD. Like when I'm in a place, I find it, when I'm in a place and it's not in order and it's naturally untidy, like, I can't think, I can't be still, I can't enjoy being in that space because gungolile, and I need to do something about it. Like an example I can use is when I was in high school. Say after school I come back, do my homework, eat lunch. When I'm watching TV and I'm sitting on the couch and another couch is skew, I will not focus on what I'm watching until I fix that skew couch, because when things are not in order, guys, I'm hell. Not punch, but I feel the need to do something about it, because it's just not in order, and things need to be in order. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I don't want to like be all serious and diplomatic, and I just want this to be light. I want this to be carefree, raw, unfiltered, like I said in the beginning. So yeah, counter factors that I've experienced or I am experiencing with my mental health issues is overthinking, perfectionism, OCD, I don't know if I can say crying, but a week doesn't pass by without me not crying. Like, If a week passes by and I haven't cried, I don't know what has happened, but yeah, it's crazy. Imposter syndrome. Oh yeah, imposter syndrome is also one of the counter factors that goes with my experience with anxiety and depression. And with imposter syndrome, if you don't know what it is, it's a state, it's not a disorder, it's not a mental disorder, it is a syndrome that you experience as a person, where you feel like you're not good enough, where you are not counting your achievements, where you are not really grateful for how far you've come. You feel like you're inadequate, you feel like the progress that you're doing is not good enough, you feel like you're falling behind and you're not being appreciated or acknowledged by the world or even yourself. So that is what imposter syndrome is. And there are different types of imposter syndromes, of which I will type right here. And the one that I have, that I've identified, because imposter syndrome is something that I've recently found out about and I did my research on it, and the one that I suffer from is perfectionism. Like, growing up, I've always been a perfectionist. Like, obviously OCD, you want things to be in order, you want things to be straight, you want things to be proper, prim, clean, isn't as right. So with perfectionism, it's something that you won't get. Like, we are far from perfect and will never be perfect, and it's something that I am continuously learning, because I beat myself up. Like, I beat myself up mentally, and sometimes I find it very difficult some days just to be grateful of how far I've come. I find it quite difficult to also count my blessings. Like, I will be aware of how far I've come, the progress I'm making, the things that I've accomplished, the things that I've achieved in life, but at the same time, a part of me is just like, it's not enough. Like, I still need to do more. Or why am I not there like this person? Why am I not there like I'm supposed to be? Why haven't I gone through this journey the way I was supposed to go through? Things like that. But now I'm sitting here telling you guys that nobody's perfect, and if you are a perfectionist like myself, or you always aiming for perfection, it's really not gonna work, and it's just gonna steal so much joy from you. So even if you see mistakes, or you experience mistakes, or you do mistakes, it's really okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just tell yourself it's okay. Pat yourself on the back and just be like, girl, or negro, or gent, it's alright, it's okay, we move forward. Because looking behind or looking sideways is so what's the word, it's so limiting to your life, because you're just boxing yourself in this path where you feel you need to do things this way, you feel like you need to be this way, you need to do things for people this way, you need to be there for people this way, you need to act this way, you need to think this way, and so on and so on and so on, of which is quite bad. But it is natural for people to go through these things. That is why we are not perfect. So for me, the imposter syndrome that I go through is perfectionism, and I am managing it quite well, or better than I had expected. And I hope that in the near future I won't be acting all frantic because things are not in order, or a couch is skew, kapa my tripod, because I'm using my tripod to film, or if I see that my tripod is skewed, it's like, oh flip, no, I don't want to do this video anymore. That type of vibe. Like, I don't want to beat myself up. Like, I am learning to be gentle with myself. I'm learning to be more kinder to myself. I'm learning just to move forward and not worry too much about everything, because it's just gonna take me back to square one, and I don't think I'll be able to recover again from the hell that I have been through. The hell that I've been through, I don't think I can go through it twice. And if I were to go through it twice, I think I'd literally be dead. I wouldn't even be in hell. I'd be in a black hole. Signs of imposter syndrome, as I've mentioned, is beating yourself up. You ungrateful for how far you've come. You don't really recognize your progress. You don't really recognize or acknowledge how far you've come, your achievements, your accomplishments, and so on and so on. How to also manage imposter syndrome is, number one, be grateful every single time. Not every single day, every single time. Like right now, I'm grateful for this hair. I'm grateful that I have glasses so that I can see better. I'm grateful that I have clothes to cover me. I'm grateful that I have a roof under my head. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be speaking to you guys right now, explaining the go that we go through. Like, I'm really grateful for that, and that's just one of the most important ways that you can manage imposter syndrome and overcome it, because it is not a disorder. It's something that you can overcome, and it is, in terms of management, it's very different from anxiety and depression, because anxiety and depression is a disorder and imposter syndrome is not a disorder. It's just a syndrome of how you just don't see yourself as enough, or you don't see yourself there. Like, you don't put yourself on a pedestal, and that's something that we all need to do, especially the youth, because we bottle our shit up. We don't talk, we question everything, we look towards negative things than positive things, and then later on we realize, what was the point? And even when you heal and the things come back, they start rushing back and they start attacking you, just feel like, what is the point of living? Or what is the point of being here? Or what is the point of me going through this thing when I'm the only one picking up the pieces? And getting to that of how you question yourself, what's the point of living, what's my purpose in life, all of that. In this morning, this morning I woke up in such a bad mood. I had insomnia. I slept around 1 a.m. and not really even slept. I was on YouTube until 1 a.m. and then after YouTube, I was just tossing and turning in bed. I had my eyes closed, but I just kept on thinking and overthinking, and like a lot of negative things that have happened in my life just came all at once, rushing to me, attacking me. I felt like a UFO. I felt like a mental UFO was hitting me in my head and in my heart at the same time. And I didn't want to watch TV or just go back to watching YouTube and consume content and then lose sleep. And then when I have to sleep, I find it very hard to sleep in the daytime. And then when I have to sleep in the morning, it's just like, daytime, baba, I'm awake, there's nothing to do. You didn't rest, and when you don't rest, you become cranky, all of that. So I just woke up in a very bad mood, and then I called my boyfriend, and I also kind of lashed out on him, of which was so unfair of me. And in as much as the way I was feeling, I'm not gonna be apologetic about that. That's just one thing I've also learned, and I'm grateful I'm very much grateful for that. I have stopped being apologetic for how I feel. If I express my feelings to you, or I tell you how I feel, I can't be sorry for that. I can't be sorry for that. And the only time I'll be sorry in situations where I've expressed my feelings is either if I was rude or harsh, or I was disrespectful, or I was shouting, or I was mean, or things like that. You understand? That's the only time I'll be apologetic. But for me to say, I'm sorry for the way I felt, no, child, no. You cannot be apologetic for how you feel, because you are human, and you can you have to take care of your feelings and yourself first before you can take care of others. You understand? This morning I just went through the motions. I was crying. I took a video of myself just expressing I don't know how I feel, what, and then I took a pillow because I don't want to scream out loud, and I don't know what to do or how to act. It was anxiety, and I'm so glad it didn't get to the point where I had an anxiety attack. So I just took a pillow and I started screaming and crying. I was just like, Oh, 'cause wow, life will just flare up so many emotions in you. And when you have so many emotions bubbling inside of you, even if you feel like they're gonna burst, you don't know what to do with them. You feel like you're not even in control of them. You feel like it's an out-of-body experience and you don't know what's going on, but it's going on. When be grateful all the time. Do not look down on yourself. Don't question yourself all the time. Affirmations are also good. Like, speak nice to yourself, speak kind words to yourself, motivate yourself, tell yourself you're beautiful, tell yourself good, you're popping, tell yourself good, oh, you're superstar, or you're rock star, you are a stunner, you're doing the most. Even if you feel like you're not doing the most, you are doing the most. And the next thing that I want to talk about is the importance of therapy, journaling, talking, and growing. Oh, I need a sip. I'm so thirsty. I can't believe I'm having cake and cold drink for breakfast. And like, it's not even breakfast anymore, but whatever. Therapy is very important because I'm so sorry. Therapy is so important because it helps you better manage your emotions with whatever you're going through. Therapy is important because it also helps you understand and become more aware of what you also go through. Therapy is important because it helps you understand life more, or let me say your life in particular more, and also how to go about things instead of dealing with it on your own and you feel that you're right, or you just see life only on an emotional perspective, or you only see life on a logical perspective. Like, have you heard that thing where people will be like, women are so emotional and men are so logical? That is so not true. Everybody's logical, everybody is emotional. Just because in society a lot of men don't talk about their feelings doesn't mean they're just logical. And just because a lot of women are more expressive when it comes to their emotions or what's in the doesn't mean they cannot think. You understand? Yeah. So therapy is important so that you can better understand yourself, your emotions, your mind, and your mental wellness in general. And the nice part about therapy is that you don't only go there and you sit the way I'm sitting and kuluma ne doctor about how you feel or the things you go through, and then they just give you advice. No. Therapy, when you're in therapy, it helps you grow mentally. Like, you will be a different person from the first therapy session you have to, let's say, maybe the 10th or the last one before you feel like you have had enough therapy. That type of vibe. So therapy is very important and I recommend it to everyone because without it, I feel like we'd be very much more haywire than we are mentally, and we wouldn't really have so much support. And I'm also grateful to therapists and psychologists and psychiatrists out there because they also go through shit, and they have a passion to help people. They have a passion to be there for people and just make the world a better place mentally and emotionally. You understand? So I truly recommend therapy, and I know the myth and the assumptions that society will have, and most importantly, abantu abamnyama, like, why should I talk to someone that I don't know about my problems? Guys, when you go to therapy, like this, I'm gonna say it for the first and last time. When you go to therapy, everything you say in that room and everything you say to your therapist, it will never, ever leave the room. Like, it's between you and your therapist. So if I were to go to my therapist and then ngimtshele ukuthi I'm broke and I'm borrowing money, and now I need to owe this loan shark this amount of money, or else he's going to kill my family. When I tell my therapist that, my therapist won't go and now tell the entire world or tell her best friends. No. Why? She or he will lose their jobs. jobs, he or she will lose their job, and it's gonna be unethical, and it will also be insensitive to the client themselves. And the only time that the things that you say to your therapist leave the room is if you confide to your family about it, or if you confide to your friends about it. You understand? So yeah, therapy is very private. Therapy is very intimate. It's very confidential, and it's also very important, and it's so vital to so many people. I really wish that therapy was free, like I'm a condom. I really wish therapy was something free, where you could just go into a room and talk to a professional, and they help you with managing your emotions and your mental health and how to go about life in general, because wow. But it's understandable that some you have to pay, because also those people are doing their job, and they are also humans and not robots. Do talk, guys. Go to therapy if you have the money to. If there are therapy groups or committees or events where they're promoting and initiating mental wellness and stuff like that, go to them and take advantage of that opportunity, because if you don't, you'll just be stuck in a place where you don't even know where to start, or you don't know which door to open, or you don't know even who to talk to. You understand? And if you are someone who doesn't want to attend therapy, because it is understandable for those people who don't like talking to strangers, even if it's a confidential thing, bakhona laba bantu where they just feel witty, they don't want to talk to someone who doesn't know them on that level about the shit that they go through. I recommend journaling. I also journal because I don't have therapy every day, and when I'm also given a task at therapy or homework, I journal on how I'm feeling on that day, or maybe when it's month end or beginning of the month or mid-month, I just reflect and I write down what I've been going through, how I feel in that moment, things that I'm also grateful for, things that I want to improve on, and so on and so on. So if you don't want to talk, or you don't want to go to therapy, or you feel like confiding in people is too much, confide in a piece of paper. Just take a pen and paper and just write down how you feel. And yeah, sharp. How therapy has helped me. Yeah, like I mentioned, therapy has helped me not quite a lot, but therapy has helped me. I have been attending therapy since the last year, but I went beginning of the year, then I stopped for months because I was really going through the most, and school just took up so much of my time that I neglected my mental health. And I just felt like, you know what, maybe I can deal with things that I go through by myself instead of constantly going to a professional. And then I just ended up going back when I realized that my anxiety attacks are just too much, and I really tend to bottle things up. So I went back October, November, around there. And I'm still gonna continue once I've registered. I go to therapy at school, and it's a free kind of consultation, so I don't have to pay anything. And it's really helped me because now I'm understanding a lot of things. I'm aware and self-conscious about a lot of things. And yeah, I will get into detail more about therapy in the future uploads. I don't wanna like get too deep into it right now. If you guys are looking for a therapist, because I'm a student and I attend therapy at school, if you are looking for a therapist or you want to talk to somebody, you can contact SADAG or Maybelline Brave together. I will put down the numbers under the description box, and you guys can contact them or check out their social media pages and just get into contact with them if you feel like you need an ear to listen to you, or a shoulder to cry on, or things like that. So the next thing that I want to talk about before we close off is overthinking, like the counterfactors of mental health issues. Philip, overthinker, guys, is so much. But I know it might sound crazy right now, but I honestly would choose overthinking instead of not thinking or underthinking, because it kind of helps sometimes. Like there are certain situations where I overthink, and then when the result comes out, it's like, I'm so glad that I overthought that situation, because 1, 2, 3. Shout out first of all to us overthinkers, because wow guys, our brains, I don't know how they function like that, but we are still living, we are still fighting, we are still pushing, we're still trying to break out of whatever we are going through, and we are not letting it break us down, period. Even if it does, it doesn't always break us down. So yeah. And then the second shout out is to Siyalungelo Ntombela. She created a group, a WhatsApp group, where we talk about our issues. It's an overthinking / anxiety kind of mental group where we just talk as girls, because there's no males yet, but we just talk as girls about things that we go through, and we support each other. So I just want to say shout out to her, because wow, social media is really not a very safe space to talk about your emotions all the time, but since it's something that is a pandemic, especially right now in society, having a group of people, having a group of people who understand what you're going through, and they also relate, and they're there for you, it's so beautiful, and it's so wholesome. And I just want to say shout out to girl, love you loads, Kesana, because wow, you helped us. And if it wasn't for that group, I think I would still be writing a whole lot of BS on my statuses, and then just having people read, and then they don't even comment, they just read and view, and then they see Uguti, the more you write about how you feel or the things that you go through, they're like, this one is weak, and they use that to your advantage. I low-key still do that here and there. I mean, social media, use it to your advantage when you feel it's right, not just because you want people to see Uguti, you going through this and you begging for a support. No, but do it because you feel it's the right thing to do. But yeah, I don't post emotionally on my statuses as much as I used to, because I journal more, I express more now, even if it's just writing a text down. And that group, when I'm going through shit, like not all the time, but like when I'm going through shizzle my nizzle, I type it out and they're there. Like whoever's available to text back and support, they're there, they text me back. We just advise each other, and yeah, everything is just so grand. It's wholesome. It's such a safe space. And again, I just want to say thank you to you, my girl, because wow, even though you are also going through the shit that you go through, we are in the shits and the pits together, and like nothing is gonna break us down if we are united. And that's just one other thing that I also wanna preach to us youth, that guys, unity is something that we really need. It's something we really need, and we're not perfect. And I'm not saying support everyone. No, you can't help everyone, you can't support everyone. You need to start with yourself until you can give it out to the world, you understand? But unity is something we need. You can't judge someone because they're depressed. You can't judge someone because they have anxiety. You can't judge someone because they have post-traumatic stress disorder, whatever you call it, whatever, you just can't, because you don't know what they're going through. The least you can do, if you're not the type to unify yourself with other people, is put yourself in that person's shoes, or ask yourself, when someone goes through shit, ask yourself, like, if wheels were turned, how would you feel, or how would they feel? You understand? Tips for being an overthinker is: number 1, gratitude; number 2, affirmations; number 3, be aware, self-conscious. Is it self-conscious? But yeah, be aware of your thoughts, be aware of what you're thinking, be aware of how you feel, be aware of how you're feeling and what you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. Question yourself if you have to. Like, us being overthinkers, it works in our advantage when it comes to that. Like, if you are aware that you are an overthinker and you know how you're feeling, it will help you with dealing with whatever you're going through. Say let me use today's example. When I woke up today, I didn't know how I was feeling that much, but I was aware of what I was thinking about. I was aware of the thoughts that were attacking me in the AMs. I was aware that I was not feeling okay, and I woke up in such a bad mood, and that helped me fight off just having an anxiety attack or bursting into tears and stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, guys, if you have tips, if you are an overthinker, or if you're not an overthinker and you have tips for fighting off overthinking, do comment down below, and maybe you can help someone out there who is currently overthinking or doesn't know how to deal with the overthinking situation. Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm actually tired now. Like, yo, who need to film, man? Yo, do my hot cake. Oh, it's Whew. I feel like I've been talking, but I hope that I did unpack as much as I could, and I hope that you guys did learn a thing or two from this. And if you guys do have stories or experiences that you'd like to share with me and the rest of the family, please do comment down below, and do hit that like button if you enjoyed everything that we spoke about and we unpacked. And also comment down below other topics that we can talk about in the near future in more detail. As I mentioned, that I will be talking about how therapy helped me, like just therapy in general, coming out. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be my next video topic. That's gonna be my next topic on Nela Talks, coming out of victimhood, going into leadership. Yeah, I don't know. Comment down below, or I don't know, thumbs up, thumbs down on whether I should talk about it or not. Yeah, man, this hair is just annoying my head right now for me keeper, but I'm glad that I look cute for you guys and I look cute for myself, baby. What do you mean? Paper. Woo. Hectic. Other than that, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you guys did enjoy being raw with me, being unfiltered with me, and I hope that you guys will also learn a thing or two from what I have said. And yeah, don't forget to hit that like button or dislike. If you don't like it, it's okay. But yeah, comment also, engage, guys. Please. I beg. Please do engage, because it does help help my YouTube channel grow, and it also helps the algorithm to do what the algorithm needs to do, so we can grow this family and just spread the word, you know. Don't forget to also share this video to your friends, your family, someone that you know is going through umgowo and is newing mentally. And yeah, even your dog. Like, dogs even go through shiz on my nizzle. Cats go through shiz on my nizzle. Snakes, hamsters. Hey, your imaginary friend, everybody goes through shizzle my nizzle. So please do share this video and let's make it viral. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye. Style.